So what I wanted to ask you was, what would you like to see from everyone when the competition segment of training camp begins on Wednesday? And with that in mind, what are the types of attributes that you believe will set people apart in training camp?
I think the one thing I'm looking for is people to compete. This is a competitive group. We've had drills in practice where you can kind of see some people's competitive nature, even though it's in good spirit. But definitely, when we start to get to those parts of practice where we're competing against each other, for sure, I'm looking for people to compete. And to separate, I'm just looking for those little things for us to communicate when we're tired, for us to communicate when things aren't going well, and for us to dig into each other, not dig into ourselves. I think those are the things that'll help separate us from other teams, and then individually, I think that'll help us separate from each other, but also help us come together.
Roz Golden Wude with Spectrum Sportsnet.
Hey, how you doing, Coach? Coach had told us one of his big goals was to see everybody coming together, getting connected, and getting to know each other. What are the ways the players have been able to do that this season, even still with some of the pandemic stuff still happening here? What are the things y'all trying to do early?
Well, we get kind of lucky when it comes to the whole trying to find chemistry, trying to mesh personalities, because everybody has been in this league for a certain amount of years, so you either played with or you played against. And this is coming from AAU through high school to college, now we're in pros. So we've kind of already built up that chemistry when it comes to knowing each other and really, really getting fit like a glove is kind of how I kind of think of it. But we've just been talking, and we've just been doing the little things. I cannot emphasize enough that we have to do the little things in order to be that close knit, because those are the things that are going to keep us from falling apart.
Go over to Lindsay Kramer.
Lindsay.
Hey, Brittney, good to see you again.
What's up?
So I know once an Orange Woman, always an Orange Woman. It's been a few years since you were at SU, but I know that you keep in touch with the program and Coach Q. You see what's kind of going on there. A lot of transfers this year. New transfer rule. And so it's a two-part question. I'd like your thoughts on the NCAA's transfer rule for college students. Not sitting out. And second part, just from the outside, general thoughts about Q having to rebuild the program and so many players. I think 11 or 12 players have left it. So your thoughts on that?
Okay. So what was the first part again?
The first part was your thoughts as a former college athlete on the new transfer rule, the players just being able to go leave.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty simple. To each his own. If you feel like as a player that it's somewhere it's not a fit for you, you're not happy, and you want to leave, then so be it. And then if I had to play devil's advocate, I'd have to say that I think not just today's kids, but just people in general, we, and I say we, because it's a time and place where we all had a space where we did not like to look within ourselves. We did not like to have accountability for our decisions and our actions. Sometimes you just got to stick through it. Sometimes you just got to see it through. It's not going to be fun and dandy. So for, some kids who want to leave, and now we have the rule where you can automatically play, and I just think it's trippy that kids can transfer within the conference. I don't know. It's like an unsaid rule that you just don't do that. You might as well give all the plays away at this point. But that's just my opinion on it. And as for, Coach Q and him rebuilding that program, whether 12 or however many people transferred, it still doesn't take away from the things that he's done since I've been here, before I got there, and what he's doing now. He's a great coach, he's a great man, and good luck to all those girls. And good luck to those who are coming into the program for him. I'm pretty sure his mindset every year is to win a championship. So I know he sees him leaving, but at the same time, he has a job, just like we all do. We got to make sure we're preparing for the next situation. And I believe he's doing it. He's doing a great job. So shout out to Coach Q.
John Haylock with KTLA and Spectrum Sportsnet.
Hey, Brittney. year 5 for you now, what areas are you looking to grow, and how might you envision your role changing this season?
Year 5. Is this Daddy? Is this E? Do you do the podcast or with Jay, with John? Is this him?
No.
No, this isn't bad.
Oh, you guys have similar voices. Oh
I
man.
hope that's a good thing, though.
Oh no, because he got my years wrong. He said I was 7 years. I'm 5 years, so I appreciate you. But year 5, you said what am I looking to do?
How are you looking to grow, and how might you envision your role changing on this team this year?
Yeah. With year 5, I've added some things to my offensive game. I've slowed down my game in a sense of pace. I'm not going 100 miles per hour anymore, and I'm glad that finally in year 5 I've kind of mastered that craft. I'm just looking to make sure that I become a more consistent shooter, that, you know, I stay aggressive. And we all know what we're all capable of. I know what I'm capable of. It's the simple fact of me trying to do it consistently. So that's my biggest thing, just getting through those tough spots and not getting on myself so hard emotionally and mentally, and pushing through those and still being the player that I am, just that 1% better.
Time for 2 more. We'll go to Miriam Swanson of the LA Daily News.
Hey, Brittney Sykes. D-Fish was just talking about how this is a especially talkative group. I wonder where you gauge it in your experience in the league and just playing ball, and just in what ways does that sort of, you know, like how does that color camp? Is that a benefit? Is that or not? Like, what's it like?
Who said that?
Derek Fisher.
Oh, D. Yeah, this group definitely has its talkers. I mean, let's just put it out there. I'm one of them. But I'm more of a goofy talker. Like, I'm a jokester. But I think it helps because, well, let me say this. It helps when the talking from, like, when we're, you know, lollygagging and waiting for the next thing. It helps to have talkers when we need it, you know, like when we're in the game, when we need to communicate. That's when, you know, the talkative people, that's when it helps, because if you love to talk, it shouldn't be a problem to communicate on the floor. So, and I think we've been doing a good job of that. And the coaches will say, you know, like little tidbits while we're practicing or shooting. Talk y'all. It's quiet, you know, just little notions to get us going, get us talking, get us communicating.
Last one, we'll go to Chris Henderson, C. Hendo.
Hey, what's up, Brittney? Hope all is well. Definitely have a question for you. I asked Sydney the same question. So the 25th anniversary, you have new jerseys, city jerseys. I got to ask your thoughts about them because I think they're dope, but I want to ask you personally, what do you think about them?
I love them. I hope they don't get on me for saying this, but I have my favorites. I won't say them, so I won't get in trouble. But Sparks is definitely one of them. Obviously, no bias, but I just love the thought behind them. Not only the design, but the meanings behind them. I think that's huge, because now you get people talking about the jerseys and they go, oh man, those colorways are cool. And then you'll have somebody behind it saying, well, this colorway is because of this. This colorway is for this. So I think it's great that we're starting to talk with the jerseys. Like, we're adding the talk to it. It's not just about design, it's about what follows it. So I'm really proud of the league. I'm proud of everybody who had a hand in it, and I'm proud to wear it when it comes to season.